I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sandy Manity.
Yes. Welcome to Ride Along Live. Where's my camera? I am on right here. There you go. I had to kind of figure it out sometimes. Yeah, I'm right here. Welcome to Ride Along Live, guys. It's Wednesday. Is it? Is it really? Yeah, it's Wednesday. How are you doing today on this beautiful Wednesday? Heat wave Wednesday inside of New York City. It is blazing hot. And for those of you who have to be outside, have to work outside, I feel your pain. Oh, Jane, first compliment. Jane, love you for it, Jane. Yeah, Jane. Thank you so much, because Jane never give any compliments. Steve, how you doing? Spice Queen, you're driving and listening. Please be safe on the road. Guys, this next story is a very touching and emotional story. It's a roller coaster story. You have to kind of hold on to your heart for this one, because this young lady and her family contacted us because they were dissatisfied with a number of things that's happening. And they wanted answers. They were seeking answers. And they figured the only way they could get answers to the questions that they're asking, and it's some serious questions they want answers for. They wanted to take this conversation to social media because they figure that that might be the quickest way to get the folks who they're asking the questions to pay attention. And I don't blame them. Thank you so much, Sonia McKee John. So I want us to welcome on the ride, because again, it's a very touchy and emotional conversation. So first, help me welcome this young lady. Her name is Sherry. She's from Grenada, and she definitely has a story to tell. Let's welcome Sherry. Sherry, are you there?
Yes.
All right, Sherry. First of all, Sherry, welcome to Ride Along. And I know it might be tough. I know it might be a little bit difficult to share certain parts of the story. But know that 2 things. One, by sharing this story, it will help other people that might be going through similar situation or went through similar situation. And it may also get you some answers. And that's one of the reasons why we're here, to seek answers. So Sherry, let's start. I'm going to give you the opportunity to just speak a bit. And let's start from the beginning. Tell us in your own words. Explain to us what transpired as best as you can.
I used to visit my brother, and then I trusted him so much. And then he had this one day, he take advantage of me.
Yes. Before we even go further, let me also state that Sherry's parents is sitting next to her. She opted not to show her face, and I don't blame her. The community is very judgmental, but we want to have a very safe zone for her to share her story. here. So Sherry, you're saying that at that period, that time, a few years ago, your brother took advantage of you, and by taking advantage of you, you mean that he molested you, correct?
Yes, and he told me that I shouldn't tell anyone because I would get into trouble.
Okay, all right. Go ahead from that point. Were you, did you get a chance to, after the fact or whenever, speak to your mother or your father or anybody else and told them what your brother did to you?
Only the day, only the day that I was pregnant.
Well, we're jumping way ahead. We're jumping way ahead here because we're now learning that your biological brother, after he sexually molested you, he also impregnated you. You became
Ye-
pregnant.
Yes.
How old was your brother? Or was he
Mm,
much older than you?
yes.
Did you guys live together? Did you?
Nope. That's my brother by father.
Is your brother by father? But so you guys don't have that relationship. You guys don't live together.
No.
So you of course you told your parents, you told your mother, you told your family. What transpired after?
After what?
After, okay, so you found you became pregnant. You told your family, you told your mother. What transpired after? Did they try to get him arrested? Did they, you know,
The
went into
police.
the police station?
Alright,
Tell us the story from there.
the police took us to the station, and then I filed a report, and then the next day they came for him.
Okay, so he got arrested as a result,
Yes.
right? I know your aunt is there. Is she available to speak? Because
Yeah.
okay, let me speak to your aunt.
Hi,
Hi, auntie. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I hope we're not, and I don't want to put any pressure on her because I don't want her to have to relieve those whole moments, that very sad moment in time in her life.
Yeah.
But that period, she coming to the family and telling them that her brother sexually molested her. Was it a shocking experience? Well, I'm sure that is a pretty shocking experience, but what action did the family take immediately?
Well, the thing about it is, I was at work. She didn't tell us until her mom found she was getting sick, like she was weak. So she took her to the hospital, and by taking her to the hospital, this is where we find out that she was pregnant.
Uh-huh.
From speaking now, that is what her mom told me. From what I'm about to say.
Right.
So while I was down, I was hearing her talk about this young lady got raped XYZ village. So then I started calling around to find out who it was.
Right.
And then hearing that it was my niece, that
Uh-huh.
was very traumatizing. The only thing I could have thought of, well, me and my other siblings, we wanted to get him and kill him. But they told my sister when they were in police custody, they told her, do not tell any of us
Right.
because they don't want him to get spooked or whatever. And he ran.
Right.
So then after that, it was downhill for my niece.
Yeah.
Everything was chaos. People was meeting her, especially her own family by her father's side was telling her, oh, she lied, and they were saying, oh, he's not his child. And when they get to find out that she's pregnant, yeah, they were saying that it's not his kid, and I think then, as she told you, the police picked him up. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
He stayed in prison for a little while. Wasn't that long?
Right.
because they was like, oh, they didn't have enough evidence and whatsoever. So then they put him out, and I don't know if he's remanded or call him your day out, but you have to appear in court and whatever. So
Yes.
that was the situation, and then court keep going on and on. As I told you, child came, and it's like I don't know what they was waiting on to take a DNA test.
Did he accept the fact that
No, he said that wasn't true. But what was shocking is that if you never raped her,
uh-huh.
why are you asking for a DNA test and liar and all this kind of thing? You never raped her. Yes, you could ask for a liar to defend that you didn't do it. But
Right.
then why are you asking for a DNA test?
Well, he's probably asking for a DNA test to prove,
Well, yeah, it could
try
be.
to disprove,
Hmm.
hopefully, try to disprove at least that, he didn't do it because I guess that was his defense. Was a DNA test ever conducted?
Nope, it was never.
So, as it stands right now, there is no DNA evidence to prove that it is his child.
Nope.
So, what became of him? Did he
He's
go for the
outside
system?
walking like a free man.
Right. Yes. So, why wasn't a DNA test given? Why didn't the family or whoever get a DNA test to prove that in fact that it is his child?
Well, to be honest, how should I put it? They did speak about it, but I don't know why they stretched it so long. Like the court speak
Right.
about, but I have no. To be honest, I don't even know what to tell you in
Right.
that because they speak about it until the young man itself asks for it.
Right.
You're asking for something and you have no money to pay for it.
Right. So as it stands right now, it's all allegation because it was never proven in court that he did in fact impregnated her. Correct? He was never proven guilty in court. Hello? Hello? Let's see if we could get reconnected with the family here, guys. We're speaking to this family who are making allegations that the young niece was somehow molested and she became pregnant. And as it stands right now, the information that we're just learning is that there were no DNA tests conducted to prove, in fact, that it is his child. All right? But that's not even the shocking part of it. This is just getting over the caveat, just the formalities of what happened. But there was some shocking, and there still is some very shocking information as it relates to that particular child. Let's get reconnected back with the family. Are you there? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. I wasn't hearing you.
Okay, you lost
Yeah,
connection. Okay,
yeah, a phone call came in and I had to cut them off. But by doing that, I did
okay.
not hear that.
No
Yeah.
problem. So the question that I'm asking, as it stands right now, he was never found guilty because there was no evidence in court that would say that he did in fact rape her or this is in fact his child. Those evidence was never presented in court.
No, because they didn't take no DNA test. So,
Okay.
but the thing is, the court is still ongoing.
Okay, it's still ongoing. All right. So tell me now, let's talk about this child,
Yeah.
right? Let's talk about this particular child. What became of that child? What happened with that child?
Which the baby that is
The
involved?
baby, the baby involved now. So that would have been like about what, 4 years, 3, 4 years now?
Well, he was gonna be 3 in December.
Okay. Tell me the process. What happened with that child?
Well, the child born 7 months. Then after that, it took him a while to come out in the hospital. Then he came home. He was home here. Then social service took up the case.
Uh-huh.
After that, my niece was having some issues
Uh-huh.
with the child, like help wise, because my sister is not working.
Right.
So then people say they was going to help and them kind of stuff. So it was frustrating for my sister plus my niece.
Right.
After that, well, they had me niece in counseling.
Yes.
Apparently she told them that she do not want to give up a child. But furthermore, she would like if somebody, if they could have get somebody that could just watch the child for her, and then after she finished school, she wanted back her child.
Okay.
He had a day she came home and she tell me that the woman, they said they would have checked her in school,
Uh-huh.
which they never did. They just show up at the house. I was at work. My mom was at work. It was only my sister at home. They just show up and they just come and they take the child and they go with the child. That was June the 9th. Well, they had a conversation with my sister, which I don't know what transpired. But,
When you say they, who you referring to?
well, I don't know she first name, but I think one of them name is
No, I
Ellie.
don't need to know the name, but
Oh,
what was it? Was
oh,
it
from social service. From
social
social
service?
service.
Okay.
Yes, social service people.
Okay, the social service came and take the child. What was the
Yeah,
reason they took the child? What reason did they give?
right. So their reason was the same reason my niece gave to them. She would like somebody to just hold the child until she finished school.
Right.
Right. But they're supposed to come and speak to her first and let her know, they're going to put him X, Y, and Z.
Right.
If they did not, they come, take the child, go with the child. That was June the 9th.
Right.
As I speak to you now, Junior, from June the 9th to last week, Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
that was the first time we ever have any contact with those people.
Right.
We
So
been
let me ask you
calling.
a question. Let me ask you a question. 'Cause I'm trying to understand it here.
Yes, yes,
She wanted, your niece decided that she would give up custody to the child for a period of time,
yes.
right? So that she could sort out herself, go back to school, get her education.
Well, she is in school still. She just want, I don't want to say a peace of mind in a sense, but like in the how should I put it? At the moment,
Right.
she was in Form 4, and as I told you, she is in Form 5 now. So
Right.
Form 5 is a little bit difficult. So
Yeah.
she didn't want to have to, as much as yes, the child wasn't in bad care here, but she will have to come home every day, see the child, on and off. She got to help out her mother from watching the child in and between. Sometimes, the mother doing something, she might have to stop from doing her schoolwork and this kind of thing and them.
Right.
Yes. So she had asked them people if they could, if they find somebody, that what they tell her, if they find somebody, they're going to let her know.
Right.
And then if they do, like when they came and they take the child, they told her mom,
Uh-huh.
if they find someone, they're going to come so that, they could sign the paper stating the person is going to have the child for this period of time and the young child will get back her child at that time, which
Okay.
never took
And that
place.
was agreed. They agreed that that would have been the process. They would have held the child for a period of time, and then she would get back legal custody. They actually signed that. That was a
No,
document.
that's what I'm telling you. They didn't sign it,
They
but
didn't
this is
sign
what
it.
they speak about.
This
So the
okay.
woman's supposed to come back. So
Right.
technically, when they took the child, was to put in a home until they find somebody. So when they find somebody now, they
Right.
had to come back to us so
Right.
my niece and her mom could sign the paper.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So then, right following that, before all of that transpired, what happened?
Before all what? With the people coming and take the kid?
Yes, they came in and they took the child.
Yeah, they came, they take the child, and then as I was telling you, we was calling to find out where the child is, what's going on with the child and whatsoever. And we could not get through with anybody. All the numbers that my sister had for those people,
Right.
they could not get in contact. It even went as far as some friends, very close friends of ours, that even used their phone to
Uh-huh.
find out, and we ain't getting to know nothing.
Okay. Okay. So that went on for a period of time. No contact with anybody. She don't know where the child is. The family, nobody know where the child is. And you
Yeah,
can't get in touch with nobody to give you any information
in-
as to the whereabouts of the child.
at all.
Okay. So the what would have been the arrangement? How long of a period they were supposed to hold the child for, based on
That,
what the conversation was? Was it months? Was it year? Was it weeks?
no, no grace period. Nothing was spoke about.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. So what's the new development on this now?
Well, last week, Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
I was at home as yet, and then I saw my mom calling my phone. But I know my mother already. When she does see me and things, she does call, to find out where I'm at.
Right.
So I decide I'm not going to answer. But it's then after I see my sister calling me,
Uh-huh.
and no, something wasn't right. So I decided I was going to answer my phone, which I did. When I answered my phone, all I hearing is crying and babbling because my niece now trying to tell me what happened, but she crying, so I'm not hearing what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, Sherry, what happened? Samuel dead. I was like, what do you mean Samuel dead?
Don't call the child name. Well, well, we now know it there, but I don't want you
Yeah,
to identify anybody in particular.
yeah. I was like, how come Michelle died? She can't tell me
Mm-hmm.
because she herself doesn't know.
Uh-huh.
So then when I reach home here now, my sister told her, she tell me, then people just show up at the house. They didn't call her.
Mm-hmm.
They just show up at the house and just give us that message just so. So I start up. I said, so all the while, we calling them. We can't get in contact with them. They don't contacting us.
Uh-huh.
Tell us what is going on with the child. Now the child dead, they're just showing up at the door and tell us the child dead. What is the cause of the death? He just get a high fever. By the time they rush him in the hospital, he died.
Wow.
But now, that is not what we're hearing. Apparently, mhm,
Let me just bring everybody up to speed for those of you who just came in here. I told you this is a roller coaster kind of story, right? This story have many arms. The young lady, pregnant at a very early age, brought forth the child. She initially wanted an arrangement where she could have, they could have held the child for a period of time. That was never officially signed into document, but the Child Protection Authority came in and took the child. They had the child. Over a long extended period of time, after trying to find out where the child is, who are the child, where she could even get in touch with the child, to see the child, to connect with the child in some kind of way, she couldn't get no information. Only to find out just recently that the child died. All right? And what, again, was the reason that they told you that the child died?
well, they say he died from high fever. He taken with a high fever, and by the time they rush him in the hospital, that was it.
So whose custody was the child in? Who had the child?
We have no idea.
So you guys didn't ask?
Well, when they came here, we did, but they're not giving us any information. Is by the roadside, as old people does say, we
Uh,
hear things like the child had a foster mother, which we have no whereabout. Yeah, the child had a foster mother. And we don't know nothing about that because we did not sign anything concerning that. And another thing is, when they came here, they told my sister that when they're doing the autopsy, they would have let us know, which
right.
they didn't again. because a good friend of mine, which is a good friend of my niece, was calling around. They did not even tell us what funeral home is at. Mind you that she called around and she find out where he was being held
Uh-huh.
until they told her autopsy was being done on the child already. Yes, because when she had asked them, when can XYZ come to get see the child and whatever, they told her she cannot come XYZ because autopsy was just being done on the kid. When they told my sister,
Mm-hmm.
when the autopsy is taking place, they were going to call us. Because the last time I checked, I know when autopsy is being done and somebody, a family, supposed to be there, a family member, unless I get this thing wrong. But none of us was there. And the day when my friend got to go with my niece, because they are very close, we are hearing now the child died from four different things. I could only remember two: dehydration, low blood. He had an infection and something else, but my niece cannot remember right now.
How could the child die from four different things? They had to
Right.
have a reason.
Well, I listen. Let me niece explain to you because I'm only
Okay.
telling you what she's telling
Right.
me. So
Okay.
better she speaks, so she's going to say it better.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't really want to re-traumatize her on the whole thing, but if you want to come in here, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we went to the funeral home, the lady told us the lady told us when she went to the hospital, they told her that he had low blood, he was dehydrated, and he had an infection and something else, but she cannot remember.
Right. I, did they give you any, like, I mean, was the child deficient in anything? Did they give you any other information? I'm thinking if the child had low blood, they could have supplemented. He could have been hospitalized for a period of time. They could have treated the child. Did they give you any information? What happened with the child before he died?
My sister will come and speak concerning the information she got today. So
Right.
hold on.
Okay. Yeah. So bring the sister on again.
Hello, good night.
Yeah. Hi. So you're the mom.
Yes.
Hi, mom. Sorry that we had to speak under these circumstances here, but I'm trying to understand this right here.
hmm
What did they tell you as a reason for the child's death?
Well, when they last week, the same thing my sister now tell you that what they said about low blood and he had high fever and just taking the high fever and he bring the hospital and he still like why he die. Yes, but today now, my friends and them, I have a good friend, well, she find out for me and then they said the child was in the hospital for a little while until they treat him a little while for the fever. Then when he get worse, they bring him up to ICU. But they never told us that. They just tell us something different.
Right.
And he had a foster mother. And when they bring him, she bring him by a private doctor maybe. When things get worse, now they bring him to the hospital.
Did you ever get a chance to speak to the foster mother?
No, sir, we didn't know about foster mother. We don't know. We don't know. They just do things behind my back because they agree with me to sign. For she to sign because they say she underage. So I had to sign too.
Right.
They mm-hmm. But they didn't get back with me. They just do what they want. And the child is supposed to take 3 years, December the 11th. Right now it's 2 years and 8 months. And he died.
And you have no documentation. You have no copies of the autopsy. You don't have no document because
No. I don't have nothing because they tell me they will call us when they're ready to do it.
right. I'm sure. Well, I don't want to say I'm sure that there is a reason for all of this? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, but I don't understand why there's so much inconsistencies in it. First of all, you as the biological grandmother
Yes.
was not aware. Could you have taken the child when your daughter said or decided that she would not be in a position to take care of the child? Could you have taken custody of the child at that time?
No child was stay with me. It's just 2 months ago they go with him.
Right. But why would they take it? Why would they take the child from the biological grandmother if the grandmother is alive and you are available and you could I mean you could be there for the child? Why would they then take it from you, bypass all the family, and then get it to a foster family?
Well, we didn't needed help at the time because I didn't walk in and they used to help him with things, but sometimes it used to take long before he come.
Right. Okay. Okay. So as it stands right now, there are far more questions than answers. You want to find out what happened to the child,
Yes. Yes.
right? And I'm sure you have a lot of questions for the foster family as well.
Yes.
Is anybody willing to answer your questions? Is anybody answering your questions? Is anybody availing themselves
No,
to?
no, sir.
But what from your understanding, right?
Mm.
Why do you think that they are avoiding coming and sit with you and explain the whole situation? Why do you think that they are avoiding coming to the family, the biological family, and speak to them about what happened to that child? Why do you think?
Well, from the beginning, they're wrong because even so, she says she want to give him up a little while until she finish school.
Right.
Even they contact me when they come for the baby. I talked to one of the lady. She tell me she couldn't come because something come up.
Right.
So she tell me she will get back to me if they get. She tell me she has somebody in mind to get the child already. But I asked her, I said, so we wouldn't know about anything about him again. She said once somebody take him over, you won't get to know. I won't get to know about the child. So I say, well, why you won't get to know? And then they don't tell us nothing again because we had a number for this one of them who used to come by us. So we call her, she don't answer and she phone. So since that we never know about the child and last week Wednesday they come and tell us he died.
Yeah.
But what I was saying, he live here so good and all of a sudden we don't know about him. Then they just come back and tell us he died.
Yeah. Someone said it was like a close adoption. That information. Hold on, I'm
And,
just getting some information. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
and they knew he was supposed to be like around other children because he born 7 months.
Yes.
And it is yes. If he pick up anything, information thing, infection and thing, he could get sick.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Have you been to the funeral home? Did you even see the child, the body of the child?
No, I don't go yet and see him. To go and look for him.
All right, let me just open up the phone lines here because I probably some of my viewers have some questions. It's so much crazy. It's so much questions that I have. It's so much misunderstanding. It's so much things I don't quite understand about this whole story. I definitely have to contact Child Protection to get a broader sense of understanding from their perspective. But let me open up the phone lines right now to take some calls. 718-701-5720. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Have you ever heard anything so weird? Have you witnessed anything? Have you observed anything like that before? Give us a call, 718-701-5720. Because the mother, the family, they have questions and they're not getting the answers that they need. They don't even, they haven't even seen the child, much less to probably know what funeral home he's in to go and visit him. They don't know anything. And that's the biological family we're talking about there. So that sounds like a closed case there. We're trying to find some answers for the family. 718-701-5720. I know, Mom. I know it's hard on your daughter. How is she? How is she holding up with all this news that things that's happening? Even today, some new information came out today. How is she holding up? Mom, are you there?
Yes, we did. Hold on.
Yeah. How is your daughter holding up with all that's happening, all that happened to her?
Not so good.
But that's it. That's the daughter.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on one sec. Oh yes. Hold on one second. Let's take this call. Caller, you live? Hello. Hello. All right. Um, Shelly, you said that you're doing counseling. You're seeing a counselor, right?
Yes, not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Nope.
Well, listen, this is a lot you're going through. Because even if we have to sponsor your counselor, just so that it would help you, we would sponsor it for you because this is a very traumatizing situation, and I know it's a lot to deal with. Um, Trying to get this call coming. I know it's a lot to deal with, so we want to, through your family, through your mother, sponsor you some counseling so it could help you at least psychologically deal with the situation because it's a lot. Let me speak back to your mom again.
Yes, sir.
Mom, are you there?
Yes, I'm right here.
Yeah. Mom, what would you like to see happen now? What would you like to see done right now?
Well, justice for my grandson.
Yes. Yes. All right. Um, this is what I could promise you, right? This is what I could promise you. We are going to try to make some calls as well to try to ask some questions on your behalf, probably in a two-way conversation to speak with some of the folks to see if we could get some answers for you because it's something just those song to write. Let's take this call right here. Caller live, hello. All right, this caller is calling and hang up. Yeah, we will try to get some answers on your behalf, caller. Mom, we really will try to do our best to assist in whatever way we can to help. And I'm making some calls right now as we speak as well to see if we could get someone to offer some additional counseling. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from?
Hi, Junior. I'm calling from Canada.
Canada, go right ahead.
Junior, I want to start from the beginning, right? When they were saying about the code, right? Can the judge could not request our DNA?
Right. Mom?
No, I'm.
Now,
couldn't the
let me
judge-
let me ask the mother. Mom, was it what couldn't the DNA be requested by the judge, or was it requested and make it mandatory for a DNA to be done?
No, no,
Hello?
no.
Well, okay, you probably will know the legal. So we need to get a lawyer in here to ask these questions. Caller, what's your next question?
And my next question is that since the mom and them was asking them to take the child and hold it for a certain amount of time, which they didn't put like what amount of time, and they come and they take the baby, isn't that not an illegal adoption?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they didn't sign a paper or anything like that. They just come and take the baby, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that illegal? Even if they say it like verbal, but you don't have no written stuff to show that they. So to me, it's like that is illegal, right?
Well, that what I'm going to do, caller. There are a lot of legal implication here that I cannot answer. But what I'm going to do within the next couple of days is try and see if we could get a lawyer on here because if this is happening or if this happened to one family, I could almost assure you that it happened to other families, happening to other families as well. And I think the right thing is to get a lawyer in here so we could put those questions to the lawyer so we could get some answers on this.
And my next question is that I think this is something very fishy. I don't know. Because if the baby die and they come and tell them the baby die, I think at least they should let them see the baby, right? Then I'm good beating them around the bushes and telling them all those stuff, and them. This is like, I don't know. I think if it's me, I think I want to see my child. I would like to see my. They should give the family the right to see the baby than just keep beating them around the bushes and telling them this and not telling them nothing. They make the attempt to go to the house to tell them the baby died. They've been calling way back long to find out about the baby, and they cannot get through. But as soon as the baby die, they could come and give them information.
Yeah.
So they should give them the right to see the baby. I think this is wrong, and this is very sad. And to the family, I'm very sad to hear what happened to you, family. But I think something should happen, and you guys should get some answer. Junior, can you dig up and get some answer for them?
Yeah, we're going to try our best. I know that our producers and staff is already on it. So we're definitely going to try to get some answers for them.
Okay, thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you so much. Yes. Mom, do you guys have a lawyer? Are you guys working with anyone that would advise you on the way forward?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. So listen, this is what we're going to try to help you here. I'm going to put you in touch with a lawyer friend of mine. And so you guys could ask some questions because there are a lot of unanswered questions. And I think it's just right that you get the proper representation so you could get your questions answered and at least be able to see the child, know where the child is, and understand what the whole process, what happened behind your back. So we're going to help you get in touch with a lawyer. In fact, when I get off the program, I'm going to speak to the person and have them contact you guys so you guys could take it from there.
Thank you.
All right? And to your daughter, I think that she needs a lot of counseling because all this is a lot for anybody, much less she's still young. And she's still trying to go to school and do all these things, and I know it's a lot of pressure on her head.
Yes.
So if she's willing to do so, we'll try to link up with a counselor locally or someone abroad that she could speak to help her go forward. All right? So we're gonna keep in touch. Okay, I've got another caller, somebody else on the line. Let's check this last call. Caller live, hello?
Hey, good night, Junior.
Yeah, hi.
Good night. Question, right?
Yes.
How are they sure that the baby died? Like, did they get any closure or anything?
Right, and that is the problem. They was told that the baby died, but they haven't seen the baby. They haven't seen a dead baby. They haven't seen anything.
Junior. Hello?
Yeah.
I told you, you maybe didn't hear that part. I told you, one of my close friends who is friends with my niece had called her around and she find out where the child was.
Okay.
And she and my niece went and see the baby.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. You're right, I didn't hear that part.
Yes, I told you. Yes. And that is
okay, so it was confirmed that it was the baby.
Yes.
Yes, caller. All right. Yes, she did mention that earlier.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, family, listen, we're going to work the rest of this case off air. First stop, we're going to try to set you up with a lawyer that you could speak with to try to get answers to the many unanswered questions. And to your daughter, if you secure a counselor that on the island that she's comfortable to work with, will help, will assist in counseling fees to help her go forward. Anything else you wanna add, Mom or Auntie?
Well, not really. Anything that we wanted to be said and for people to know what's really going on in this country, we said it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you so much, Auntie and Sherry. Stay strong. We'll keep in touch. We'll continue this conversation off air, all right?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, thanks again. Thanks again. All right, guys. A whole lot, a heaping set to digest. But I think that knowing what we know, I just text one of my my attorney friend, and they will get in touch with the family and take it from there, so the family could at least get some of their questions answered. And also, we'll try to reach out with the Child Protection Services to find out more, because there are always sometimes three sides to the story, and I want to find out what are the justifications from their part. All right, but this is a story I promise you guys we're going to continue to update everyone on, and we'll also bring on an attorney sometime, not this week but early next week, to answer a lot of the questions as it relates to anyone going through situations like these. All right, guys, we'll be right back.
The Ministry of Tourism and Economic Development and the Grenada Tourism Authority extend a warm welcome to visitors and returning nationals visiting for Carnival and summer vacation. We do hope you enjoy your stay with us, and we invite you to return with friends and family to celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence on 7th February 2024. Tourism is my business, your business, our business.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money day.
Spice out, call Grenada. Join us every Sunday at 7 p.m. Grenadian time for our weekly educational program on Grenada's history, heritage, and culture. Stream live on our Facebook page and YouTube channel, Island Learning Grenada.
All right, folks, so the ball already started rolling on this case here. We already sent information and correspondence to one of my attorney friends that will start looking into this case, and we'll update you guys on the story going forward. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being a part of our program today. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow, right along live. Good night.